Mac Jones. Oh, are we talking about mac and cheese? No, not that kind of Mac. I'm talking about the trash Mac in Mac Jones. This is Sports Guy talking that you guys are watching and listening to. I am Dustin Tran, your host, as I am here today to talk about Mac Jones getting benched for the New England Patriots once again. The Patriots are now 2-8 as they just lost to the Minshew-led Colts in an ugly 10-6 loss. Mac Jones was so bad that he threw an ugly interception late in the game against the Colts that it costed the Patriots 7 points, as that should have been an easy touchdown pass. Before I say anything else though, I want to present you guys with a topic question. So here it is. How bad has Mac Jones been for the Patriots this season? Long story short, he has been dreadful for the New England Patriots. And if I want to tell you guys the long story, I'm going to go ahead and tell it to you guys right now. Mac Jones has been garbage. He has been anything that is worth the synonym of the word trash, because Mac Jones has been holding back the New England Patriots big time. This guy has now caused Bill Belichick's legacy to now entirely change. Now when people look at Bill Belichick, they look at him as a guy that got carried by Tom Brady, which is really a shame because Bill Belichick is the GOAT coach. There is nothing that you guys can do to go ahead and change that. Do I think Bill Belichick has been exposed without Tom Brady? Absolutely, but that doesn't mean that I think that Bill Belichick is a bad football coach. I think Bill Belichick is actually a pretty good football head coach. I think the problem with Bill Belichick is that he has way too much power in New England. Bill Belichick, the GM, is ruining Bill Belichick, the coach. Bill Belichick, the GM, has been giving the New England Patriots bad rosters year after year after year, and he thinks he can get away with that because he is a great coach. But there is only so much that a great coach can do to elevate talent on their roster, and when you talk about the New England Patriots talent-wise, they really don't have any talent whatsoever. Yeah, they got a couple of nice pieces defensively, but let's be honest. Let's go ahead and take a look at that offense. You really think you're winning with a quarterback room of Mac Jones, Bailey Zappe, or Will Grier at the quarterback position? Heck no, you're not going to win at the quarterback position. Those are some of the worst quarterbacks in the league that you guys will go ahead and hear. I know that Will Grier was a preseason start for the Dallas Cowboys, but there's a reason why he hasn't been anything worth more than a third stringer during his time in the NFL. Then you want to go ahead and talk about Mac Jones, the slowest quarterback in the National Football League. I mean, holy cow, I think I could beat Mac Jones in a race. That dude is so slow and out of shape that I think that I can go ahead and beat him if you put race to race, face to face at the same time. I want to go ahead and go into a race with Mac Jones because I legitimately think I can go ahead and beat him. But okay, fine. If you want to say that the quarterback position isn't about athleticism, fine. I'm going to go ahead and talk about Mac Jones as the passer. Mac Jones as a passer sucks. This guy makes poor decisions all the time, and he has no arm strength whatsoever. This guy is one of the worst arms in the league. He's not particularly accurate with the football. His decision making is god awful, and most importantly, he's not clutch either. Anytime Mac Jones has a chance to drive his team down the field late in the game, he fails. Now, I know he didn't fail yesterday. That's because they benched him to put in Bailey Zappe, who is basically a smaller version of Mac Jones. Bailey Zappe is trash. I have no idea how that guy was even drafted in the 4th round of the 2022 NFL draft, because I watched this tape at Western Kentucky and there was nothing that told me that he was going to be an NFL caliber player at the quarterback position. Bailey Zappe is awful too. How do the New England Patriots take Bailey Zappe in the 4th round when there was Sam Howell available for the taking, where no one wanted to take him in the 2022 NFL draft? And if you don't want to argue Sam Howell, fine. What about Brock Purdy? Why didn't the New England Patriots take a shot at him? Instead, they wanted to go ahead and take Bailey Zappe in the 4th round, even though everybody knew that his ceiling was career backup. And that's probably being generous, because Bailey Zappe is one of the worst quarterbacks to even be playing in the National Football League right now. And not surprisingly, he threw an interception late in that game against the Colts in that 2-minute drill. If you guys saw that play, he was running a fake spike, and then he just stood there and then threw it into double coverage in the middle of the field when the Patriots had no timeouts. When you have quarterbacks like that, that tells me that you're not going to win with those guys. I don't care if you're Bill Belichick. I don't care if you're God. You're not winning with those kind of quarterbacks, plain and simple. Mac Jones getting benched to the New England Patriots, though, this seems to be a common recurring theme for Mac Jones all season long. How many times have we seen Mac Jones benched this year? We've seen him getting benched several times. We saw him get benched against the Dallas Cowboys, where he threw that horrible looking pick six. We saw Mac Jones get benched against the New Orleans Saints when they were getting blown out at home. In fact, they didn't even score a single point against the Saints. We're talking about the New Orleans Saints here, okay? This is not a good football team that the New England Patriots were going up against. This was the freaking New Orleans Saints that they were going up against, and they couldn't even score a point against that defense. If you have a quarterback that can't even put up points against the New Orleans Saints defense, that's how you know that that team is really bad. Because even Josh Dobbs, a guy that just joined the Minnesota Vikings 10 days ago or whatever it was, he came in and lit up the Saints defense. The point of the story is Mac Jones has been awful for the Patriots no matter which team he has been going up against. You want to talk about Mac Jones not being clutch? I can go ahead and relay it out for all of y'all. In week 1 against the Philadelphia Eagles, with a chance for his team to drive down the field to win the game while being down by 5 points, Mac Jones ended up laying an egg and doing nothing on that drive. Then in week 2 against the Miami Dolphins at home on Sunday Night Football, he had a chance to drive his team down the field while down by 4 points. Guess what? His team ended up falling short. Then they end up beating the New York Jets. Okay, fine. Zach Wilson's trash too. He might be one of the rare quarterbacks that is worse than Mac Jones, and that's saying something because Mac Jones has been awful. Then you want to talk about him getting blown out to the Cowboys and Saints. That was dreadful. Then Mac Jones in the Raiders game, he ends up getting sacked for a safety late in the game. That was a terrible sack that he took. Then he actually shockingly beat the Buffalo Bills, though the Buffalo Bills seem to be a pretty overrated football team this year. Then he ends up getting blown out to the Miami Dolphins. Then that dude lost to the Washington Commanders at home, a team that had just traded away 2 of their top edge rushers in Montez Sweat and Chase Young, and he managed to lose that game at home with a game-sealing interception. Then he ends up losing to the Colts because of the interception that he threw. I want to go ahead and show you guys the interception that Mac Jones threw against the Colts because it was dreadful, and I feel like I need to show you guys that play. Roll the film.
Jones on the play fake. Intercepted and returned just for a couple yards by Blackman.
Boom. Based on what you guys just saw in that play, that was a horrible throw that Mac Jones threw, and that costed him the game. Mac Jones missed that guy for a wide open touchdown. If he throws that football accurately, that's an easy touchdown. The Patriots win the game 13-10. Instead, Mac Jones goes ahead and throws the interception, and that cost the Patriots 7 points in a game they lost by 4 points. Mac Jones has been horrible for the New England Patriots. I know some people are going to say, oh my goodness, how could anybody look good if you're changing offensive coordinators all the time and having to have bad supporting cast at running back and receivers and tight ends all the time? How could anybody even do much of anything? But hey, Mac Jones was drafted in the first round. When you draft a quarterback that high in the first round, you're supposed to be able to elevate bad football teams around you. I'm not saying that Bill Belichick is absolved of blame. Obviously, he gets a good amount of blame for his failure to develop Mac Jones because Mac Jones was a quarterback that did take the New England Patriots to the playoffs just 2 years ago. But if we're being honest, Mac Jones was the main reason why the New England Patriots went to the playoffs. They went to the playoffs in 2021 because of their defense, not because of the greatness of Mac Jones. Anytime we've seen Mac Jones on the field, he makes poor decisions. He's not accurate with the football. He doesn't throw a good deep ball. There's really nothing in Mac Jones' game that makes you think, man, he is going to be a good quarterback in the National Football League. I mean, maybe on his best day, he's a poor man's version of Andy Dalton, but more likely, he is starting to look like a scrub out there on the football field. Mac Jones looks like he should be a career backup. I have no idea how this guy was even a top 15 pick in the National Football League. As far as whether or not he should be benched the rest of the season, I don't know. I don't really think it makes much of a difference for the New England Patriots. I mean, maybe if they really want to see Bailey Zappe or Will Greer play for the Patriots, maybe you can go ahead and make the switch. But as far as wins and losses, yeah, that ship has already sailed because Bailey Zappe and Will Greer, they're just not good enough to get the Patriots victories. I mean, you want to talk about the Patriots schedule moving forward. They get the bye week this week, so maybe then go ahead and reset. Then they get to play the Giants. That's the Tommy DeVito-led Giants. Okay, they might be able to win that game. That's going to be the Tank Bowl, though, because they got Tommy DeVito at the quarterback position for the Giants, while the New England Patriots might be starting Mac Jones or Bailey Zappe or Will Greer. Who really knows? Who really cares? Yeah, the Patriots might win that game by default, but that's not really saying much of anything. Then they get the Chargers, then they get the Steelers, then they get the Chiefs. Oh, I don't know how that game's a Monday Night Football game, though, but getting the Chiefs on Monday night, yeah, the Patriots are getting smacked in that one. And then they got the Broncos, they got the Bills, and then they got the Jets. And when you look at this schedule, the New England Patriots would be fortunate if they won 3 more games left on their schedule, because right now I don't really see it, because the only winnable game that the New England Patriots have right now is the Giants and maybe the Jets if Aaron Rodgers doesn't come back from his torn Achilles or whatever. The point is the Patriots right now are a pretty bad football team. Their record indicates they're a bad football team. Their GM indicates that their roster is just not good enough. Bill Belichick, the GM, ruined Bill Belichick, the head coach. Bill Belichick, the GM, is getting exposed right now without Tom Brady, because it's pretty clear that Tom Brady carried those bad football teams for so many years, and Bill Belichick, man, he needs to retire ASAP, because Bill Belichick looks like the game has passed him by. He was once upon a time a great head coach, but we're talking about 2023 Bill Belichick, yeah, the game has definitely passed him by. That's the reality of the situation. As for Mac Jones, bench him, don't bench him. It doesn't really matter, because the New England Patriots, they need to move on from Mac Jones moving forward, because he is not the long-term answer in New England. They need to go ahead and trade him this offseason or do something at the quarterback position, because there is no way they can come back out there on the football field with Mac Jones as their QB1 for the 2024 NFL season, and moving forward, he's just simply not good enough to be an NFL starting caliber caliber quarterback. Like I said, maybe he can be a career backup somewhere else, but the New England Patriots, they got to find ways to cut ties with him because it's pretty clear that he's not the answer for the New England Patriots at the quarterback position. So that is why Mac Jones has clearly been dreadful for the Patriots this season, as he needs to be traded or cut from the Patriots in the future. Remember, go ahead and subscribe to Sports Guy Talking, like the video, and please comment down below. If you guys do that, I may shout you guys out in my Instagram story every Monday. That will be for the @Dustin Tran Instagram account. Make sure to follow me on Instagram @Dustin Tran and @Sports Guy Talking. Also, go follow me on Twitter @Dustin Tran. Again, go ahead and do those things that I just told you guys to go do. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed the content that was just produced. Peace out. I hope you enjoyed that video. Want more Sports Guy Talking, the home of great sports content? Make sure you click that subscribe button to get the latest from Sports Guy Talking. Go ahead and like the video. Comment down below. Check the description box on the video in order to follow my Instagram and Twitter. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from the YouTube channel Sports Guy Talking.